Hi, I'm Congressman Louie Gohmert here, your humble servant in Washington, D.C. And today I'm meeting with fellow military veterans who also serve in the U.S. House with me. I'm here because of President Biden's disastrous surrender to the Taliban in Afghanistan. It's critical that he and his administration use every means necessary to evacuate every single American, regardless of the phony August 31st deadline that he set or whoever's making the decisions in Afghanistan. But by abandoning all of our Afghan allies who fought for us and with us in 2001, 2002, when the Taliban were actually defeated, they need us to airlift some weapons to them. They're okay that we're pulling out, but they need weapons to defend the honor of the Americans that lost lives and limbs in Afghanistan. Now, that damage is destroying any faith in us that many of our allies had, and it's becoming an incredible recruiting tool for those who want to destroy us. Even so, I'm telling you, there's still a way to salvage the benefit of all those sacrifices of the heroic Americans that they laid down and gave in Afghanistan. And that is to arm our allies. They used to be called the Northern Alliance. Still, many of the same people, some are children of those who fought for us. And let them drive the Taliban out of the country just as they did in 2001 and 2. There's nothing our Afghan allies, our partners, would like more than to be the ones to devastate the Taliban and rid their nation of this evil, bloodthirsty organization once and for all. In light of the tragedy that occurred last week in Afghanistan, which was entirely avoidable, the United States must respond with bold action. Instead of running and cowering for cover, it's time to hit the Taliban as they're taking our Black Hawk helicopters, they're taking our weapons, our helicopters, and hanging our allies and swinging them around for all to see. They need to bomb our administration needs to bomb every weapon that they are leaving to these bloodthirsty, American-hating murderers. All those who fought the Taliban thugs and planned and prepared the murdering of the Americans on 9/11 should not be given billions of dollars of weapons while our true allies are being tortured and murdered. They're in the Panjshir Valley, and if we do not get them some weapons, then they will be defeated by the Taliban. They'll be killed by the Taliban, but they are ready, willing, and able to fight and defeat the Taliban again. I've been meeting with them for years. That's all they're asking. Give them a chance to defeat the Taliban again. The sight of this administration allied with the bloodthirsty, murderous enemies that rejoiced over the death of Americans in 2001 is just almost too much to handle. But we can. It's not too late. Arm our allies, those in Afghanistan that are truly our friends. Wipe out the weapons that have been left to those who are going to kill even more thousands of Americans in the future. That will send a chilling message to everyone that is being recruited by the Taliban that America doesn't give up. We don't cater to murderers. It will also give further credence to our allies who have said no to the Chinese. But I'm telling you, I've heard it from allies in other countries that the Chinese whisper in their ears, have you learned that you cannot trust America yet? You'll find out. You can't trust them. You can trust us. And now the Biden administration has handed this terrible gift to our enemies. Look, the Afghans are willing to fight and defeat the Taliban if we'll give them a chance. So instead of begging the Taliban to let Americans out of Afghanistan, the Taliban should be bombed back to the Stone Age instead of letting them take the world back to our primitive days. There's no other option than for the Taliban to be met with immense fire and fury. I have Afghan friends who risked their lives fighting the Taliban before, and now this administration's about to allow them to be massacred. I'm begging you, President Biden, get off your knees, stop begging the Taliban for mercy, and get as many of our weapons to the Panjshir Valley where our allies are, and bomb the weapons you have insanely left with America's most vicious and savage enemy. As we saw with the Iranian treatment of President Carter's begging of Iran, such savages, they don't respect weakness. They will not be rehabilitated. Give our allies those weapons that you can, so they will defeat them again. Do the right thing. This is a disaster. If you can't do it, then resign and let somebody can who will defeat the Taliban. I realize President Obama started us down this course of trying to appease the Taliban thugs with promises of all the things that they would do for them, buy them new offices, do all kinds of things for them, but he's not in office now. President Biden, you are. Help our friends, not our enemies. And I will actually thank you from the bottom of my heart if you'll do that.